On the 15th of September 2008, the Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy, and due to the interconnectivity of the big banks, many others followed suit and filed for bankruptcy, setting off a chain reaction where the ripples could be felt on a global scale. But if so far you don't seem to understand how Lain could have been involved, let me just break it down for you. One of the main lessons serial experiments Lain teaches us is the wide must not interfere with the real world. One of the main reasons behind the global financial crisis coming to fruition was due to the integration of digital banking and the big banks' blind trust into complex algorithms and models based on many logical fallacies, like how the housing market never fluctuated. These algorithms didn't take into account market interventions done by anarchist bodies like the Knights, who would have seized the opportunity and intervened via the wide and tried to change reality by altering these financial algorithms, creating the illusion of a stable market, which allowed for banks to keep giving out subprime mortgages. And Lain is responsible because she's a god of the wide, and she's part of the reason why the gap between the wide and the real world started to. And in a world where everyone's connected, this collapse brought upon economic distress to everyone. Although you might be debating this argument based on purely time-specific logic, and in serial experience Lain, time isn't linear. It's
present day. Present time.
So hopefully, with some of your doubts cleared, let's carry on. Despite the clear geographical location of Lain being set in Tokyo, Layer 09 links the show to the United States of America through reflecting the conspiracy theory about the Roswell incident, which exposed the fragility behind reality, and how the Knights use Schumann resonance, which, if you don't know, is Earth's electromagnetic pulse, keeping a variety of Earth systems in sync. In the case of serial experience Lain, Schumann resonance is a channel for energy and information. Although invisible, these waves affect everything on the planet. So the argument could be made that the Schumann resonance could be one of the invisible forces that controls the global market and economies, and due to the digitalization of banking, the banking system becomes part of the wide, being synchronized, much like the Schumann resonance. Now, the Schumann resonance, much like Lain, are tools used by the Knights, and we all know how the global financial crisis was caused by apparent invisible forces. But here's where I get schizo. In the show, the Knights are shown to be capable of messing with people's consciousness, as shown in Layer 05, when Mika is completely erased out of existence. Lain, being the god of the wide, can do the same thing, as she erases herself from everyone's memories, and thus changed the nature of the Knight's existence. However, the market, being a separate entity without a consciousness, still holds the Knight's market interventions, and nobody's able to stop it because nobody knows what happened. And Lain is indirectly responsible for this, as it's her actions which end up causing the global financial crisis, for reasons unknown to her. If you've watched this far, thanks so much. I love Lain, so if this video doesn't do really bad, I'll make another Lain video sometime in the future. And while I've got your attention, I want to show off the Lain PS1 game.